And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the extension of our Max 98.3 morning show. It's called Marshall County Today. It's a talk show aimed at informing you about stories of people and businesses around your neighborhood. You can catch us right now live on our new YouTube channel, which is Max 98.3 Stream! And afterwards, with our guest, we will put it on our Max 98.3 Facebook page as well. Our guest today is one of my favorites, a dear friend of ours. He is Hurshel Hunter of Plymouth FOP 195. Hirsch, good morning, my friend. How you doing?
Tony, good morning. How are you?
Well, it's great to have you aboard.
Thank you.
I just was told that you're getting all exercised and healthied up, man.
Well, yes. That's all I'm going to say is yes. I mean, when I got when I got on the scales, it was quite disturbing.
Yeah,
okay.
That's why I don't look at it.
I think everybody knows I play Santa Claus, and I used to wear a fake belly. I have a buddy, a couple months ago, I didn't need the fake belly because it was a real McCoy.
Well, I'm glad you're doing that. You have more gumption than I do right now. I'll tell you that much. Hey, FOP 185. I'm glad you're here because when you came in and we were just chatting, I said, I want you to come in and talk about the FOP 195 and everything that they do because people just don't know and they should. And we try to be here on the show, especially this particular segment of our shows in the mornings, kind of Gabriel's horn to promote those that are doing wonderful things. And if there's been any organization that has consistently made a difference in our community in helping kids and families, it's been the FOP 195. And so I'll let you take it from there because, maybe you guys have like a mission statement or something of that nature.
Tony, this is, believe it or not, April is our 30th anniversary of being a chartered FOP lodge by the state and the national.
Wow.
30 years ago, April, we received our charter. And we've done some good things, but we're not done. What we look at is we look at youth, we look at teachers, we look at military, and we look at our own to help. And mainly it's the youth in our community. The Pack a Backpack program's huge. The Shop with the Cop is huge. And I always give credit where credit is due. It's our community. We're just a vessel. That's all we are. We're just a vessel. And the community has really stepped up. The businesses, the individuals, literally phenomenal. But I think over the years, we have a proven track record of what we do. And we tell people, if you need something, ask. If we can do it, fine. If we can't, fine. And we'll tell you why. Our goal is not to see one hungry child or one cold child in our community. That's our ultimate goal. I think the reason I'm here today is for several years we have done a Mother's Day raffle. Mm-hmm. And even though we call it a Mother's Day raffle, all funds go towards cancer. Okay, we have 3 that we give to. We give to Marshall County Hospice. We give to Relay for Life and Ounce of Prevention. And I don't know how many years we've been doing this, 9, 10. But we sell 600 tickets. We make absolutely zero money on this. Okay, that's
like the case for every fundraising event you guys do.
Well,
it's amazing the servants' hearts that are involved with the 195. But didn't mean to interrupt. But I think I wanted to make sure people understood you guys don't make a dime off everything you do for this community.
No, not at all. But the Mother's Day raffle tickets are $5 a piece, and we sell 600. The reason the up in tickets to 600 is we try and make $3,000 to give each of the organizations $1,000. And once we start publicizing this, especially putting it on social media, tickets sell overnight. I mean, they're gone. They're flat gone. I mean, people, I want 5, I want 10, I want 20. And the whole idea is 1 in 600 chance, but what we give away is quite phenomenal. And let me tell you this, when we say we don't make any money on this, what I'm about to read off is not donated. And that's all I'll say, it's not donated. Okay, Swan Lake Resort, 1-night stay, $100 gift card to Swan Lake Resort Chop House, $310 value car wash 821, $100 gift card value massage by Alley, $100 value Pack-A-Sack gas card, $100 gift certificates Ivy Terra, a $282 value from Essence Spa. It's a rejuvenating spa day, and 10 pizzas from Pizza Hut.
Nice.
Total value of this is approximately $1,250. And one lucky person's going to win. And
all those?
Yes. We don't split it.
Wow.
And
that's a home run.
Yeah. Well, people in the past have, they find out what we're giving away, and they say, well, if I win this one, the Essence Spa, I'll take that. I'll be happy with that. Or if I win Ivy Terra, I'll be happy with. No, folks, one person wins all of these. And the thing is, I think the reason this is so successful, I honestly believe we could offer a bottle of water and we could sell 600 tickets at $5 each because it goes towards cancer. Mm-hmm. And if you really think about what's being talked about, cancer affects everyone in some way, whether it be a family member, whether it be a friend, whether it be an acquaintance. Cancer affects everyone. And just think of this. We're one small organization that is helping fight cancer. What would happen if this fundraiser, this $1,000, would just put us over the hump to solve the cure for cancer? And I think that's why we do it. I think we're hoping that, someday in my lifetime, I hope we do have a cure for cancer. And the organizations we give to are wonderful. Mm-hmm. They really are. But that's the raffle, and we will be posting it on social media soon. We already do have tickets out. Tony at Tony's Hair Hut. They are having a paddle auction, I think, Thursday for cancer.
At Tony's hair
No,
hut? Oh.
This is separate.
That's okay.
Yeah, there's and I'm sorry I don't know the logistics on it, but there's a paddle auction, and I know the money goes towards cancer, and I know they have tickets to sell. And we'll be getting the tickets out to our members, and we will put that on social media, both the FOP Facebook page, my Facebook page, and our members' Facebook page. Bridget Height from the high school will have tickets to sell.
If you want to use us as a site too, you're more than welcome to.
We can do that.
I should have probably told you that earlier, but my apologies.
No, that's fine.
We would love to be a hub for you guys, man.
Yep, that'd be great. And I know you're a hub for us at Shop at the Cop.
Yep, absolutely.
You come on board and you're networking with us on that. But please, just keep that in mind. Cancer might not be affecting you right now, but I guarantee you down the road, family, friend, acquaintance, it's going to touch somebody's life. And I'm going to tell you up front, it's not pretty. I mean, I had family members die from cancer. And, the toughest one was my sister. Mm-hmm.
It just rocks everybody's world.
Oh, it does. It does. But my sister was the roughest. I mean, because I'm going to be honest with you, she didn't need to die. She didn't need to die. She needed to get medical treatment, and she didn't. She went the natural way. But yeah, anyhow. Tony, any questions?
No, it's just so it's a matter of getting the tickets. Okay, can you get them online?
No.
Okay, so you guys have people in locations. So, how many people right now are giving the tickets out?
Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. I think 4 right now, but all the tickets have not been distributed
Right.
as of yet. But I'm telling you, once it hits social media, the tickets go. I mean,
Now, here's the next question: When are we going to start with the tickets?
Now.
Right now?
Yeah.
So just be looking all over.
Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah. Put us on that board. I'll guarantee you we'll sell out.
Yeah.
I know we will. But the people that walk in here, we'll take care of this. I'll tell you that much. So you just give us what you can give us, and we'll take care of the rest. Okay. I love this. I just love what 195 does. Period. I've been in the media here now for almost 40 years, and if there's been one constant, even back then, and it's close to 30 years. It's been you guys helping the communities in several ways, even in ways you're not even mentioning. You when someone comes knocking on Hurshel's door or anybody at 195, things get done. And that's a tribute to the servants' hearts that, including yourself, and I know you don't want to hear people brag about you, but sometimes you just need to hear it because, you need to hear it. You guys do such a great job of filling in the blanks where they are needed when it comes to helping people and families. So your mission statement, when you guys say that, you are to help the youth, you're here to help our seniors, you're here to help everybody that you can, you really, honest to God, do it. And it's a lot of work.
Let me back up just a second with what you just said. This isn't a Hurshel Hunter organization.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I just know you, so.
And Tony, I know that, and I appreciate that wholeheartedly. Our FOP Lodge, the old Northwest District trustee, whose name is Tony Ramirez, contacted me. He's out of Lake County. And he said, Hurshel, your FOP Lodge is one of the most active lodges in your community in the state, bar none. Our FOP Lodge has great members, great members, and they're the ones that deserve the credit. They're the one, not Hurshel Hunter. No, it's our FOP Lodge as a whole. And even above that, it's our community. It's our community, it's our businesses. Our businesses dig deep, Tony. Mm-hmm. Our businesses dig deep. And they're inundated with requests for money. And you know what we tell them when we go? If you can help us, fine. If you can't, fine. That's okay. But pick and choose who you are giving to. Pick and choose who you are giving to in the community. But we have a lot of great organizations that do wonderful things for Plymouth and Marshall County. People you never think about. Mm-hmm. People you absolutely never think about that give and continue to give. But yeah, it's our community, it's individuals, it's industry, and it's the FOP Lodge as a whole.
I want you to, because you've been part of it, I think, since its inception, right? Can you give us a little bit of history of 195 and how it all got started?
Right. We formed our own charter in 1994, April 1994, and we had a group of men and women had a vision, okay, and it started out with youth, okay, and subsequently, over the years, it has evolved that it's youth, teachers, elderly, and military. A lot of people don't know, shop at the cop. We work with real services and give out gift cards to I think 75 or 77 in elderly people.
How cool's that?
Yeah, and they can either buy food or medicine. But we've evolved over the years from sports teams, junior achievement, Dustin's Place, of course, Little League Baseball is where we started. But those are just some. That's
Right.
just some of the things that we do. We don't publicize it. Tony asked me, I told him. But we're not in it for the credit. That's not it. The only time we really push for anything is Shop at the Cop, because we need to raise funds to help individuals throughout the county. And it is throughout the county. Pack a Backpack and Shop at the Cop is throughout the county. I think one of the neatest things that we ever did, and I still believe this, bar none, nothing else. We had a grandfather contact us, and his granddaughter was blind. And he asked if we could buy her a Braille Bible. And lo and behold, we raised enough money to buy 2 Braille Bibles. That is probably one of the most rewarding, I don't know if you want to call it event or what you want to call it, that we did to give this little girl a Braille Bible to learn about Jesus. Mm-hmm. And that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to learn about Jesus.
Yeah, that's just good stuff, man. That's a good cup of coffee right there.
Yeah. And see, people don't realize that, or people forget. They really do.
Well, this is why I like touting you guys, because you guys get all kinds of requests. There's things you can do. There's things you can't do. I think the good news is, though, you're getting people are understanding, because you go out and you help so much. If you get a complaint, then it's the next event that you guys do. That person who complained ended up getting the assistance that you guys provide, i.e. Christmas stuff. So I don't think the complaints have been coming at you as it was maybe when you guys were first started, because people understand, okay, you guys do serve so many people. I just need, if I don't get it, I don't get it. I know you're going to be there the next time I need something. And that's a testament to the consistency of the programs that you guys have been able to put forth and provide for our community. And again, Shop of the Cop just speaks for itself. And, so does the Pack a Backpack. I mean, and then I love the things that you guys do on top of just giving away. When you're doing your Shop of the Cop, you get everybody involved in the law enforcement by simply asking if they want to be part of it. No one tells you no, hardly, unless they're working that day. You get community officials involved, too.
Yep.
Or they come to you and say, hey, can I help out with the distribution to these kids? That's how, again, is a litmus test on how well you're running your organization. That is, again, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but this is just pure fact. And we got it in our own backyard. We got a place like this in our own backyard. And and you guys are as transparent can be. You guys do what you say. You walk the walk and talk. You talk the talk and walk the walk. And if there's nothing that can be more trustworthy than that, I'm not sure what it could be. And so that's why I want FOP 195 on my station. Because this is the same mission that we try to do out here. We go to places. We want to be at places.
Let me just talk about just a couple more things, and I'll go.
Oh, absolutely.
Some things to look forward to coming up. We just networked with Plymouth Police Department, John Weir, and Bridget Height. They came to us and asked if we would buy, and for no better choice of words, drunk driver goggles. Okay, and it's where you put the goggles on, and we actually bought 6 pair of goggles. And I don't want to say something wrong, because Bridget's the brains in this outfit as far as those. One's for alcohol, one's for marijuana, one's for methamphetamine, I think one's for heroin, opiates. And
I didn't know there were those different kinds.
Neither did I.
Wow.
Until she came.
Huh.
But we're going to be using that in the community. We would like to use it at farmers market if we're allowed to. I think Bridget wants to hook up with the car show downtown. And we're trying to find a three-wheel trike, adult three-wheel trike to use. And I think next year we're going to have one built. We're working with a welder right now to build us a three-wheel trike unless somebody donates one to us. If you want to donate it, get a hold of Bridget. Another thing that we're working on right now that one of our members came to us and his wife, his name's Lovely, and he said, you need to do an event like Touch a Truck. Okay,
yeah.
Have the kids come down. They can look at the police cars. They can look at the ambulances, the fire trucks. We even talked about trying to get a helicopter to come in, maybe even have South Bend come down with their SWAT truck and or their criminal investigation truck. Just a good PR shot. Wouldn't cost anything. But those are some of the things we're talking about doing. And I'm going to end it here. We have some great volunteers. And probably 9 out of 10 people that sit on our committees are private sector. Okay, at the top of the list, he's been with me, or the lodge, as long as I can remember, and it's Bill Andrews. Bill Andrews, through thick and thin, has been there, helping. He's a private citizen. He doesn't have to, but he's there. Shiloh Fonseca Milner. She heads up our Shop at the Cop auction, and the application process. And she has people under her that help, which is absolutely phenomenal. And I don't know, you just can't thank them enough. And they're really behind the scenes, and they don't get the credit they deserve.
Right.
Really
well, that's just everybody who affiliates themselves with FOP 195. And again, we're very lucky to have an organization like you guys here in Marshall County. It's not just Plymouth, by the way.
It's not.
It's Marshall County. And I really think that I love the fact that you guys, you're not in for the recognition, but no one's going to know about you guys unless, I try to blow the horn, like I said, the Gabriel's horn here, to let people know that we've got an organization that at some point in some time, all it takes is a phone call. If they can't help you, they know someone who can. That's how far the networking goes with Plymouth FOP 195 here in Marshall County. And that's where it starts.
Right. Tony, I'm going to mention one more thing. I'm sorry. I didn't make a list of things to talk about. I just talk off the top of my head.
Not a problem.
We've networked with Marshall Stark Development Center for years until COVID came up, and then we quit because, of course, we couldn't be around them.
Right.
And we used to put on a prom, and we used to put on a fall party for them. We're starting that back up next year. Now, there's proms. There's enough proms around. Tim Tebow puts on a fabulous prom. And I think there's 3 Tim Tebow proms in our area. I know one's in LaPorte, one's in Warsaw, and I'm going to say North Liberty, but I'm not sure on that. But we're going to continue with the fall party with Marshall Stark. And we're networking with some people. Here again, Bridget's heading that up. And it's literally phenomenal to see these, I call them kids, but they're actually young adults and old adults as far as that goes. We buy the best band we can. We don't cut corners. And it's kind of neat because the dance starts at 6:30 and it's over by 8:30 because they have to go home and go to bed. Okay. And from the time they get there, they're standing in front of the band ready to dance.
Yep.
And where I remember years ago when I used to consume a beverage, when we'd go out to the bars or dancing, you had to have about a half a dozen beverages before you had courage to get up and dance. And I don't drink anymore. But these kids, they're ready to boogie from the first second to the last beat of the drum. And it's phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And this year we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to have, we think we're going to have some high school kids involved. Bridget's working on it. Would like to have some adults come and see what we're doing and see what these mentally and physically handicapped kids, they deserve everything that we get, even more.
Now, are you affiliated with, because there's going to be a May 10th at Plymouth High School. They do that we're going to be doing a live remote from that. Well, yeah, what is it again? Rockin' Rockies.
That's it.
Rockin' Rockies.
As a matter of fact, we just made a donation to them.
Good. I encourage, if you have not been to that yet, Hurshel, it's beautiful. It's the most amazing thing with that our special needs kids get to be one of the high school kids.
Yeah.
And the competition. Oh my goodness! But here's the most beautiful thing that you will see. And by the way, Rockin' Rockies, May 10th. It's during the day. We're getting specifics on it. But these are special needs kids from all over our area schools, not just one school. All over Marshall County and some out of Marshall County will come to this event. And you should see when the competitors line up, just like if it's for the 400 dash, the amount of support. They don't even know each other. They're just learning each other's names, and the support that you see from these special needs kids. We need to be paying attention to them. This world will be a much better place if we would just sit down and pay attention to the love they have. I mean, and I don't mean to get on my soapbox with this, but I honest to God believe if you would just watch what they do, how much respect they have for each other, and they just care, this world would be a hell of a lot better than where it is right now. I promise you that. And that's the one program I know about that's coming up on May 10th at the high school. And all the events are done at the high school. They bring it inside if it's going to be bad weather, but it is such heartwarming, and you come out renewed as a individual, like, okay, you know what? And we need to be doing something to continue the support.
Yeah. I think the lady that runs that is Tammy Gustafson Radican.
Radican, yeah.
And she lives and breathes these programs. And I'm going to add something you said about these kids are so loving. I have a son, Blake, that's Down syndrome. And Tony's right. These kids are the most loving kids in the world. Mentally challenged, physically challenged. Don't just stare at them. Go up and look at them. Go up and talk to them.
Yeah.
Say hello.
There's not been one time I was not ever greeted. And everybody sees that because I wore the radio badge, and they, and not just because of the radio badge. They didn't have to see it. They would just say, "Oh, I've never seen this person before," and they would just come up and have the bravest heart to do a social. We got kids who are not special needs. Not special needs kids that won't do that. They'll turn the other eye instead of saying hi. I mean, there's so much that can be learned from our special needs, and I hope we're able to kind of show that more through social media. We're going to do our part when we go down there. We're going to be taking pictures. We're going to be doing interviews. And these kids, man, they just, they actually make you feel like $1 million.
Yep.
They really do.
Yep.
And so that's when Tammy said, "Hey, we're going to be doing that." I said, "Okay." She's coming in on May 8th on the show to talk more about it. And I encourage you to put that date down on your calendar at 9 o'clock on Max 98.3. We're all going to video it too. But this is why, it kind of bothers me when people say there's nothing going on. We don't do anything that's positive. Well, BS. We do. We're working hard. I'm not speaking for any other media. I know the Pilot does. They're the best that they do, and all I know is that we focus as much as on the community as any other media outlet. And it's when we get asked to come to places like the Rockin' Rockies events. It's no brainer. I don't care what we're doing. I've canceled meetings, sales meetings, in order to go to this. It is that important.
Yeah. Well, Tony, we appreciate the opportunity to come in because I was only in here, yesterday or the day before to see if I could come in, and you got me in right away. And, we don't appreciate an organization or a business until they're gone.
Yeah, you're right.
And
and you can't do this forever.
No, but I'm going to tell you, I think it's a tough world today in the news business. It is.
Yeah, it is.
Let's face it.
It is.
But
let me ask you this one question here, because I'm like you. When I have 1,000 things going to my head and something just pops up, I got to say it or I'll forget it. How do you become a member of the FOP 195?
Okay, the FOP is you have to be an active law enforcement officer that's been to an academy.
Okay.
Okay.
How can John Q. Public help you guys?
Just when we have fundraisers, donate.
Just that part.
That's the big thing. Everybody has their hand out for that penny. And I'm going to say it again. Pick and choose. Look at the organization. And the FOP, I'm telling you, I've talked more about things that we do in the community today than I ever do. And we've got more stuff that we're doing that we're not. We just do it and do it and do it and
just
forget it.
Yeah.
Our members consist of Plymouth police officers, Marshall County deputies, state police, and federal officers. We have OSI officers in from the Air Force. So it's a gambit of people. I mean, it's not just Plymouth Police Department. It's not just us, but
it's a lot.
But we have all law enforcement agencies represented.
Yeah. Well, it's a great organization. We're glad we're partnering with you guys, and we plan on being in these events that you're going to be talking about. So as long as we continue to remember what we're doing with our schedules, we're going to be just fine. And I want people to see just like the events, like the prom coming up. And what date is that prom again?
Okay, it's a fall party.
Okay, fall party.
And it'll be October 25th. Bridget's working on details right now.
Okay.
Where we're going to have it. We're actually, and I don't want the administration over at the school, but we're working on having it at the all-purpose room.
There you go.
Okay. We've talked about a couple other venues, but Tammy had the all-purpose room will be completely decorated from a dance the night before, and I know Tammy's working on it and Bridgie's working on it. But the band, I'm telling you what, I heard the band play. I heard a tape of the band, and if you've ever heard Journey play,
oh yeah,
oh my word,
really.
This band is literally, and I mean, we've had some decent bands.
Yeah.
But this takes another new level.
Wow. Well, and real quick, I can't, because it was such a wonderful experience being part of that last year that Tammy did, the event. It didn't matter what song it was. The DJ they had played a 1950 song. The next thing you know, you hear kind of a rap song to it didn't matter. It didn't change the amount of kids that were on that floor. The music had really nothing to do with it other than have a beat for them to get out there and enjoy each other.
Yep.
Oh, you sit back and, like I said, man, you can learn a lot. I wish more people would make an investment in learning about, when we do have these programs for special needs, and just watch how much it means to them. It just changes your perspective. And, that's probably one of my goals that I want to be doing here shortly with that, because we're going to be very involved with that Rocky's event. On May
I'm going to be
10th,
there on the 10th since you told me. As soon as,
Well, good.
As soon as
Yeah.
I leave here, I'm going to put it in my calendar.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day.
Yeah, and if you can come out and just watch for 10 minutes, come out and cheer them on.
Exactly.
Come out and cheer them on.
Watch the love. Man.
I mean,
it's literally all over the place. I'm not kidding you. I love my church. My church it's love, and when I go to it. But man, when you see others with the same spirit and it's the caring, I guess I got goosebumps just talking about it.
Tony,
honest to God.
Tony, you can go to high school basketball games, football games, track meets, any sport or any event, and you get enjoyment out of it. But I'm going to tell you what, when you see these kids, even at the fall party or the prom that we used to put on, the enjoyment that will come over you
it's just different.
is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a different experience, and one I wish we could spread all over the world, to be honest with you, like I said. But
There'd be a lot more peace.
I think there would be, without any question. All right, Hirsch, thanks for coming in. I know we'll have you in down the road when more things happen here with the 195. Thank you to everybody at Plymouth FOP 195 for everything that they do.
No, Tony, appreciate you, and we appreciate you having us in.
You betcha, buddy. All right, back to wrap it up right after this on Max 98.3.